Welcome to day 5 of our 7-night Caribbean cruise here on the Carnival Jubilee.
Today we are in Mahogany Bay, Honduras, or also known as Isla Tropicale. It's beautiful out there.
It is beautiful. We've already arrived. We're at the port. We actually went upstairs and got some breakfast in the Lido.
Yeah, they have an omelet station up there if you're interested in that. The usual though, kind of different eggs, bacon, sausage, that sort of thing.
And sticky buns this morning, which
the sticky
good.
Buns, yes, they were good.
Good.
So we're gonna head out. I think we're gonna go explore this morning, then we're gonna come back and get changed and hopefully go do some swimming this afternoon. So it's gonna be a great day here in Mahogany Bay or Isla Tropicale. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So we've got the shopping village over here. And then down on this side is the beach area. Looks like there's some lookout points through here as well. We'll have to check those out. So one thing we use in most ports we visit is a small foldable backpack. These are nice and tiny for travel in your suitcase, and they expand nice and big.
And what I love is the back pocket has a wet dry section. So if you have a wet swimming suit or towel, you can put it back there, which is really handy.
Yeah, that came in handy in our last couple of ports. So if you're interested in these GoNext backpacks, they are linked below in the description.
So we're ready to head into port. Our all aboard time today is 4:30. We need to bring our sail and sign card as well as government issued ID.
Oh, rain.
Rain.
I didn't know that.
Did you bring your coat?
It's in the cabin. Wasn't expecting rain.
No, me neither.
The lifeboats really stick out quite far from the edge of the ship.
Works really well if it's raining to help keep you dry, kind of. Love a good thunderstorm. It's like
The funny part is I just slathered up with sunscreen.
We did bring raincoats, but I'm way too warm for a raincoat right now.
It's really coming down. You can do some duty-free shopping.
Yeah.
If you need any toiletries, they've got them at the duty-free shop here. And phone chargers.
I'm hoping people didn't forget diapers. I think that's $17 for
A changing kit. Looks like everyone's risking the rain, so we'll keep going.
It's a little wet to get a selfie with the Mahogany Bay sign, but we'll just continue up to the shopping area. So the usual stores here, Del Sol, Carloa Sheets. They've got a little information booth here if you have any questions. And they also sell internet here, so $5 unlimited Wi-Fi in the shopping area and the beach areas. And another downpour, so I think we'll hang out in the stores for a little bit.
They have quite a few souvenir stores to check out. This one has quite a big variety, including stuff for little kids to stuff for the kid at heart. And if you're looking for stickers or you collect them, they have a great selection. There's also lots of Roatan t-shirts, as well as your bags and your hats and mugs.
A pharmacy if you need it. And then up here at the end is the craft market.
So lots of handmade goods, crafts, and even Honduran coffee.
Your water bottle jetpacks?
Yep.
I don't think we needed that much water today. Lots of buses for excursions. Extreme zipline adventures over there. So if you're doing the extreme zipline adventure, it's right kind of outside of the shopping area there. If you want to buy a property, Roatan Executive Realty. And I think I see some ATVs parked behind that yellow building over there. And the zip lines were $75 per person, so.
you're planning on leaving the port area, there is a taxi pricing list here for the island. The island is divided into different zones, so you can check out the pricing here. Most of the zones are per person, except for Zone A.
At least the rain's calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
All the shopping. Did you spend a lot?
No, not too bad.
Just a magnet?
Yeah, but it's easy to shop a lot when it's raining.
Yeah. Diamonds International, of course. We'll head down towards the beach area. Nice fountains. Fun fishing boat. Dang, dang. The magical flying beach chair. So if you're wondering about the activities, here's the pricing. There's the ski lift gondola over to the beach. Should we take the nature trail?
Does it end up in the same spot?
Yeah, I think so. Nature trail. I think there's a lookout here. Watch your head. Watch out for monkey lalas and Roatan shake paws. And of course the iguana, American green iguana.
And the Carnival Jubilee.
There's some really nice lookout points along the way. Good views of the ship.
And then the bridge over to the beach area.
The chairlift goes over the water here. That's pretty cool.
And then the water sports area.
It's a nice little spot for a photo.
To get to the beach, you will need to walk through this small shopping area. There are restrooms here if you need them. And as soon as you come through the shopping, you will find the beach rental. There's bars and restaurants. And over on the right-hand side, you'll find the other end of the chairlift. Now, those clamshells that you see, they were available for $30 today. The beach looks lovely down here. It's nice and sandy. There are also umbrellas available. They're also $30. But if you're looking just for a lounger, they are complimentary and they are first come, first serve. But if you want a private cabana, I recommend checking them out on the Carnival website or their app.
If you continue behind the cabanas, back here you're going to find another bar and restaurant. They've got volleyball, cornhole. This is El Hideaway. So beer, looks like that's $5 or $6. They've got some food, chips and salsa. And there's also another lounger area here under the palm trees. More swimming. And this nice little dock that you can walk out on. And this is where we're hoping to go snorkeling this afternoon. It looks pretty easy to get in and out. Heading back behind the cabanas again, you're going to find the jumbo chests. And if you want to get your feet nibbled on, you can do that as well.
10 minutes for $15, 30 for $25, 20 minutes for $20. Showers.
More bars and restaurants.
The one time we forgot our photo ID in the cabin, they asked for it.
They let us through anyway. So we're gonna go back to the ship and get changed into our swimsuits and go snorkeling.
Yes, and get our photo ID.
Yes.
We're gonna get a quick bite to eat at Beach Buns. It's one of the complimentary options on Deck 8. They have a great variety of sandwiches from tuna, turkey, grilled cheese, meatballs, and even hot dogs.
Some beach buns.
Yeah.
A quick lunch.
Yeah, this is the grinder.
We need to get some energy for snorkeling. All right, this is the downpour of the century. You can put your snorkel on now. Everyone thinks we're crazy for getting off the ship. They're like, are you sure?
It's warm. It's really warm.
We're gonna get wet snorkeling anyway, so we're already in our swimsuits. And just like that, the rain has stopped.
This is how you get like premium seating at the beach. Throwing a thunder shower.
Now it's pretty quiet down here. And we're gonna go snorkel off the pier down there at the end, so we'll keep going. Low hazard today. I can see a ship way down there. I think it's a Royal Caribbean ship, but I can't say for sure. Dock down in Coxon Hole down there. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's check this out. Snorkeling was really good, but I think it's time to head back to the ship.
It was really good. I enjoyed seeing all the fishies and the coral. But yeah,
The reefs were really nice.
they were.
Yeah. So despite all the rain, we still got to go snorkeling. It was beautiful out there.
It was very pleasant. The water was very warm. We could see some fish. Not as many fish as we've seen in other places.
No, not as many as when we went snorkeling on the other side of Roatan or in Mexico or in Cozumel the other day, but the reefs were gorgeous. And there was still quite a few fish.
There was. I really enjoyed watching the fish, though, swim in and out of the coral. And there's plants growing off of the rocks and waving in the ocean. It's pretty.
Definitely one of the nicer reefs a little bit further out to snorkel through. It was gorgeous.
It was very nice.
Yeah. And despite all the rain, it was still really warm.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really, even walking through the rain, I didn't mind at all. We knew we were going to go swimming and get wet, so it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. And I appreciate that dock that you can walk out there. You don't have to trudge with your flippers on all the way out there through the sand, because you can get on the lower dock and then just kind of swim right off of it. And there's a ladder there, so it was really easy to get to the snorkeling area.
It was.
Yeah.
And I will say, though, if you decide to go in from the beach, the drop-off is pretty quick.
It is, yeah. So
keep that in mind.
we're all cleaned up for dinner. So we're going to do Cucina del Capitano tonight. We're excited about that. So the Italian.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
I am excited.
Are you
for it.
hungry?
Well, I might have snuck some food earlier.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I thought you went up to the Serenity.
I was on my way to the Serenity and I walked past the streets and I was just curious because they change their menu every day. So I got a couple little wonton, chicken wonton. It had the spicy sauce on top of it.
It was good?
It was very good.
Yeah. I might have taken a snooze.
And I could see actually there was a ship down at the other port, down at Coxon Hole.
Yeah, because I went up to the Serenity. So we're not sure if there was one or two ships, because the one I zoomed into, I couldn't tell what it was.
So I could see that there was a Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Seas.
Okay.
Which would make sense because we've seen that ship earlier in this area.
Yeah, so you could see that. Sail Away, it kind of got gray and started to drizzle again when I was out there. So it was, but it was still beautiful and warm out there.
Warm.
So Sail Away was gorgeous. But I think we're going to head for dinner here right away. Well, we are back from a fabulous evening of dinner and a couple of great shows tonight.
It was a really busy evening with a lot of things that we saw on the schedule that we knew we had to do.
Yeah.
But let's start with dinner. We changed it up a little bit tonight. We did not go to one of the main dining rooms.
No, we went to Cucina del Capitano, which is complimentary the first time you go there for dinner. After that, it's $8 per person. So yeah, we sat by the window, which was nice. We got seats by the window, but outside is the patio, which nobody was sitting out there. So you're not right next to the ocean, but it was still nice with all the light.
It is really nice.
Yeah. So let's start out with appies and then we'll go from there. So one of my appies I really enjoyed and one was just normal.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with the arancini that I had. For me, it was absolutely amazing. It was probably my favorite thing from dinner tonight.
Yeah.
It had a superb like marinara sauce on top and mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, it looked good.
I could have eaten a giant bowl of them. I really loved it.
You had a second appy?
Yes, I also had the Capri salad, which was good too. You know, that's your Roma tomatoes, your mozzarella cheese, your basil and olive oil. It was good, but it's kind of as expected. Pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the salad I had was called the rucola cracked farro salad with veggies, tomatoes. And so half of it's kind of a salad, which was tasty. The other half was kind of chickpeas and something else. I'm not sure what it was. It wasn't really my thing. So the salad part was good, but the other part,
not so much
my thing. So, and then the other one I had, this was delicious.
Yeah.
Was the Nonna's meatballs. So that's with San Marzano sauce.
Yes.
Just a quick note though, it's called Nonna's meatballs, plural, but you only get one meatball. It's like it's a big meatball, but don't think you're gonna get a plate of meatballs. It's one bigger meatball.
It looked good though. Looked really good.
Yeah. And then our main entrees. Now it's a little bit confusing.
Yeah, you know what? I got a little confused. There's a lot of writing on this menu. And I think I could have used a couple more minutes and asked a few more questions to clarify.
Well, some of the stuff is not included. There's additional charges, and then there's a lot of other stuff on it. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I went with the spaghetti carbonara, which was delicious. You know, that's your bacon, your Parmesan, and your cream. It was very good. And then I also ordered a side of spinach, and that was good as well. But they're both very small.
Yes, they were. I had the same pasta as you, the carbonara, and it was really good with the bacon on it, kind of a white sauce. It was really good.
Yes.
But I only had that because the waiter recommended I get that with my main.
Yes.
So I ordered the chicken parm, which came with mozzarella, tomato, and basil. So that was delicious, a really nice piece of chicken covered in cheese.
But that's all it is.
Yeah, so he said, well, it doesn't come with a pasta, so you have to order that as a second entree, which in my mind, when you order chicken parm, it usually comes with spaghetti or something. So I ordered the same one you had. So I had kind of two dishes. So keep that in mind that if you're ordering the meat, it didn't come with it.
Yeah, I wish I would have ordered another meat as well with it.
Yeah. So,
but it was good.
It was. And then dessert, I enjoyed this, I think, more than you did. We both had the same dessert. So
it's similar to apple pie, and apple pie to me is kind of like a 6 or a 7 out of 10.
The apple crostata with buttermilk gelato, slow stewed apple, and cinnamon. So I really liked the ice cream and the cinnamon with the apple. It tasted really good. So,
was good.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. If you're on here, you get to go complimentary one time. So
yes,
I would check it out for sure.
It's worth it.
Now, the evening, there was a lot of entertainment tonight.
When I saw the fun time schedule, I knew this was something I did not want to miss. I wanted to see a night of celebration, which is in the center stage.
Well, the cruise director the other night had recommended we sit towards the front where you're not under like an overhang.
Yeah.
So on the open area.
Yeah, so you can see straight up.
Yeah.
So we went right over to center stage straight from dinner to see that, because that starts at 9:40ish and 7:40ish and 9:40ish. But because we got there early, we saw the Latin music set.
Yeah.
That was at 7:15 and 9:15.
Okay, that was really good.
It was fantastic.
There was 2 guys and a gal singing Latin music. They were giving it their all. They were really good, talented. They were dancing and sweating like crazy. It was a live band. Yeah, the music on this cruise has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
and the dancing. Yeah.
If I had just looked at the description, I probably wouldn't have been all that interested in going, but I was so glad that I did go.
That, just the that show was as good as better than many other shows that we've seen as the main show.
Yeah.
And that was just kind of the pre-show.
Yeah.
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 So
it was really a treat to witness such talent tonight.
Those singers are so good. Yeah.
And so then it goes right into the night of celebration. And the reason I said 7:40-ish, 7:45 is because it starts with a parade that comes into the center stage.
Yeah, down the hall. So they kind of show it on the screen, but the main thing is in the center stage.
Yes.
They all come kind of dancing in, and they're in these amazing outfits. They're so good. Oh, sorry, did you already say what the show was called?
So the whole
Rio Carnival Parade.
Yes, but the whole theme of the night is called a night of celebration.
Yeah, but this part is called Rio Carnival Parade. Yeah. So the dancing and the costumes were phenomenal. The singing,
and then they also had, the women were wearing the big bright costumes, and two of them, aerial type?
Yeah, there's two aerial things. There's the aerial kind of dancers who are dancing while they're spun up on the ropes or whatever, and then there's the other ones later that kind of fly out over the crowd. So they did shut it down. You couldn't leave or come back in during this part.
If you're on the bottom floor, you're asked to not stand up and to remain seated during this portion.
Yeah. So, and then the singers from the previous show came back and sang in this as well, the live band.
It was rocking.
It was.
It was completely rocking. It was better than I had imagined. You even said, that's fantastic.
That was a fantastic show. If you're on here, make sure you check it out.
It's a must-see.
The crowd was going wild. It was so good.
Yeah, an absolute must-see.
So, and then from there, we had a little bit of time to kill. Did you have anything else to say about that?
No. Just check it out. Check it out.
You wanted some ice cream.
Yeah, so we went up to the Lido deck. No. We went to Summer's Landing or to the Pig and Anchor area.
This is a little bit of a brag. This is why I bring this up.
Right.
I made this ice cream cone and 2 people commented how good it looked. Usually it's flopping over and already.
So he had to stop and take a photo. He was so proud of himself.
You can look at my ice cream cone. You give me a thumbs up if you think that's a good ice cream cone. I think it was perfect. One lady even wanted me to make her an ice cream cone. She thought it was so good.
So proud of you,
yes.
honey. He used to make me make them.
I learned.
So proud of you.
The trick is not to go full blast. Yeah. Go slow.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we enjoyed our ice cream.
And then the final show.
Yes. The final show, so this was twice a day again in the...
3 times. Well, the third one is the adult version.
Yes. In the Jubilee Theater. So it's Family Feud live at 7:45, 9:45, and then the adult-only one is at 11:30.
Yeah. So they did auditions earlier in the week for this, and there's family groups that won. And it's the real Family Feud. So we're not able to film in it. So we did take, during the production show, you can't film. We did take a couple pictures or videos before it started so you can see what the stage looks like. But the show was phenomenal. And tonight, the one group did win quite big. So it was good.
It was fun and everyone gets really into it. Do go early if you want to see this because it fills up.
It was packed out.
People were standing at the very back because there wasn't enough seats.
Yeah, highly recommended. Check out.
It was a lot of fun.
Feud, yeah.
Other than that, just a wonderful day. Roatan, the rain. It was good.
Hey, it was still good. It
Make
was
the
warm.
best of it.
It was fun.
Got to go snorkeling. It was good.
It was a lot of fun.
Tomorrow, day 6,
Yes.
sea day. I feel like we haven't spent a lot of time on the ship because we've had 3 days
Port
in a
days,
row
yeah.
on the port. So there's lots to explore and do. And hopefully the weather's good, so everything's open tomorrow, so we can...
It's another formal night
Oh, it is
tomorrow.
formal night, yes.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an awesome day here for day 6 on the Carnival Jubilee. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the rest of this adventure. And we will see you tomorrow, I guess, for day 6 here on the Jubilee.